How you doing, guys? This is AMC Squad back with another video here. Today, let's talk about that e-restriction that you have in your CDL. If you got your CDL through a trucking school like Swift, Sierra England, or Prime. I'm not too sure about those companies like Prime and Sierra Prime and Werner and Roll, Swift. I think most of them are automatic. So I'm just telling you about my experience, how I went through Sierra England. All the trucks are automatic, so you take your CDL in an automatic truck. So as soon as you get your CDL, you're gonna have that restriction on your license. So you're not, you prohibit of driving any manual transmission and stuff like that. So all you're gonna be driving is automatic. I don't think it's a big deal. Some other people be like, oh, you shouldn't go there, or you're not a truck driver because you don't drive a 10 speed or 16 speed, or you don't know how to drive manual, drive stick, or whatever. Don't listen to those people. They're ignorance. They don't know what they're talking about. They can have many years in the trucking business or in this industry, but man, if you look at it, most of the trucks out there, I haven't been driving for a long time, guys, so by what I know, that most of the people that I know drive automatics. So if you go to Sierra England, you're gonna have that restriction on your license, so don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. The jobs that you're gonna apply for, 80% of it are gonna be at automatic trucks. So don't worry about it. Don't panic. Don't listen to those people that think they're better than you because you have a restriction. They know how to do a stick. Down the line, yeah, you can do all that, change your license and pay whatever you have to do to get your manual. But right now, we're new in the game. So let's start with automatics. Most of the trucks are automatics out there. So like I was saying, if you're gonna drive like trying to maybe drive flatbed, dump trucks, and thing like oversized loads and car hauler or things like that, that requires a lot of power, like a car hauler, flatbed, heavy loads, oversized loads. I guess you need power, so you really need to hauling big construction machines, big heavy things manually. You need to know how to drive in a manual transmission. But starting, I don't think you really need to be going for something manual. I mean, it's just my opinion, guys. You can go right ahead and get your CDL in a manual transmission, but what I noticed, that most of the people, like I said, that I know in companies that I've been researching, because after I finish my contract, I'm thinking going another company. Most of them are automatic, guys. Most of them are automatic, and then as time passes, technology is getting better, all that, and right now, what I've seen, that there's a lot of automatic trucks out there, in the road. So yeah, there's some opportunities that are gonna pop up. They require you to have manual, but there's more opportunities for you, if you're like and new in this career as a trucker, so if it really bothers you, like you really have to have it, you can just get your CDL automatic, right? Or like I was trying, for example, to, because I had a friend of mine, my sister's husband, was working in LA in a company, and then they would pay him. It was like a 1099, So this guy had his own small fleet, and most of his trucks were manual. And this guy was making really good money over there in Cali, LA. You know, he was calling me and, you know, showing me his checks, calling me, hey man, come over, come over, come over. I stay here in Atlanta, Georgia. He's telling me, you can make good money. You know, he was bringing home every week like around 2,000, you know, 1,800, maybe 2,500 a week, guys. You know, but that's the, you know, a 1099 and everything. So I was really, whoa, man, you can make that kind of money here. I didn't know that. But like I said, that guy pretty much was the guy that owned the little fleet that my sister's you can call it my brother-in-law, I guess, was he had a small fleet, and he was working and he was driving one of his trucks. So pretty much he would work in the ports, you know. So it was easy. You just, you know, go to a port, go to the yard, pick up, drop off, go to a ports again. So it was like a maybe around a 10, 15, maybe 10-mile radius, you know. So I'm not sure, but that's one of the opportunities that I was like, oh, maybe maybe if I get my CDL in a manual transmission, I can get some that type of jobs. But that type of jobs are not everywhere, guys. You know, he's doing that because his dad is my brother-in-law. His dad owns a little business, and he knows people that knows people. So his dad knew this guy, that this friend of him that has a small business, and he needed a driver. So he called him, you know. And then my brother-in-law knows how to drive a 10-speed and 16-speed, and you know, he has no restriction in his license, and he was working doing that. He was making really good money, you know, 1,800 to 2,500 a week, guys. You know, so that's one opportunities that, you know, that I had been, you know, like I have been seeing that people are making that kind of money. And then he offered me, my brother-in-law, you know, told that his boss that if he needed another driver, I could drive. You know, I could go to LA and then stay there and see how everything is, and I could have got that job. But since I have that restriction, I cannot go. But you know, in the real world, I don't tend to move to Cali to LA, you know, in the hustle, and then, you know, and you know, getting used to over there. And you know, I was just thinking money. So I wasn't realizing, I was just saying, oh man, I want, you know. So I was just starting with Sierra England. So he was pretty much like inspiring me, like, man, you can make this money, you know. And I was like, man, I want to make the money, but I want to make this money, but I have that restriction. He was saying, oh man, get your restriction, get your CDL with manual transmission, so you can just come here to LA, Cali to work, you know. And he's gonna give you a truck, everything will start rolling, you know. But you know, like, you're thinking numbers, you know, you're thinking money, but sometimes you have more options, guys. So you don't worry about if you getting your CDL with that E restriction, you know, especially if you go through a trucking school. Then most of the trucking schools are gonna be automatics, you know. And some of them you can tell them, oh man, if they have a manual transmission truck, you can take your CDL in a manual transmission truck. But like I say, you know, if I was me, you know, if I were you guys, I just, you know, just get your CDL, get it doesn't matter if you have that restriction. Down the line, you know, maybe you buy your own truck, or and then you buy your own truck and it's manual, and then you can just take your test, you know, take your CDL test, all that, and then you already know what to do. All you have to do is just learn how to, you know, shift and all that, you know. It's not a big you know thing. Or you know how to, you know, the clutch and shifting, you know. If you know how to drive a manual car, it's not the same, I heard, but you know, it's different, but it's a concept. It's like almost the same concept, right? So yes, I mean, if I was you guys, just doesn't matter. I mean, don't listen to those people that are saying that you know, you have a restriction and everything. If you go out there right now, go to Indeed, Craigslist, or go to a website to find jobs. Trust me, most of the jobs are gonna be like, you know, 80%, let's say 70%, let's say, are gonna be automatic trucks. Especially if it's a big company. Most of them are automatics because they're better in fuel, you know, better fuel, better mileage, you know, more economic, and I think that repairs, even the maintenance, is more economic, and all is better, you know, cheaper and all that. So you know, most of the trucks out there are automatics, you know, believe it or not. I've seen it. So most of the people that I know drive automatics, you know. A few drive manual stick, you know, 10 speed, 16 speed, stuff like that. But the companies that I contacted and I search, you know, because I'm planning, I'm still debating, stay here in Sierra England, or, you know, I got some options when I finish my contract here in Sierra England. Most of them are automatics, you know. They require a year or two experience, and they hire you with a good driving record, you know what I'm saying? So don't listen to those people that said that that you should be driving stick manual, or you should get your CDL through, you know, with a manual transmission truck. You know, we're new at this. You know, this is a new industry. You know, if you so trust me, most of the trucks most of the companies are turning to automatic transmission trucks, because they do better fuel economy. You know, they give you better mileage, and I heard that it's more it's cheaper to repair them. You know, it's less expensive. You know, the parts and all that. I'm not sure so much about, you know, the parts and then the maintenance of the truck, but, you know, I know about the fuel that's better. I know about the mileage fuel, all that. So you know, companies are seeing that they're turning they're going for a better economic truck, you know. So most of them are, you know, are automatic out there. So don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about if they're thinking that, oh, you should drive, you know, you should get your CDL and manual transmission. You know, so you learn how to drive 10 speed, 16 speed. Don't listen to those people. You know, you do your own thing. You're your own man. You control your destiny and what you want to do. You know, so, you know, if you really want to get, you know, your manual transmission, you know, CDL, you can do that. You know, let's, you know, start in automatic, and then down the line just switch. You know, do all that. You know, it's less expensive. I'll tell you that. You know, if you get your automatic right now, you know, you go through a school, you finish your contract, what do you want to do what's best for you guys. But don't worry about that restriction. I mean, most of, like, when you're gonna have, it's an open market, it's an open, you know, industry. There's a lot of there's not a lot of the industry needs a lot of truck drivers right now. So don't worry about that restriction you have in your license. If you go through the trucking school, just do it. Get your CDL and start working, start getting experience, because that's what it's about. You got to get experience, get better, you know, avoid any, you know, any tickets and, you know, violations and stuff like that, so you have a clean record. And then down the line, if it bothers you, just, you know, take your test, a CDL, you know, so you can apply in companies that have manual transmissions, you know. Or if you maybe you want to become a owner operator, buy you manual truck, and then you can just become a manual operator or at least owner operator, whatever, you know. But guys, that's all I have for you about the restriction. Like I say, I have a restriction license, and you know, I'm working, you know, I'm working, and a guy that drives a 10 speed or 16 speed is not better or gets pay more, you know. I mean, I know people that get paid a lot of money with a automatic. So you just got to do your research, search around, see what's best for you. I'm just here expressing my opinion over the restriction thing that you had in your license if you go through a trucking school. But that's all I got for you guys. Just share the video, comment, like, subscribe, and then I will be uploading more videos in the future. And remember to get inspired and motivate others to be great. Thank you, guys.